I've become a Pilates girly.
I was going to just bring this up.
Yeah. So I was a Barry's girly for quite some time.
And now it's over.
I don't know. I feel like it was just, I was beating my body up. I wasn't seeing any results in the sense of, yes, my cardio was insane. I could run and run and run nonstop, feel really good. And I don't want to stop that, but I definitely took a break from it.
I don't want to stop that, but I did.
And I regret stopping the running completely cold turkey because I tried to run the other day and I felt it for like 4 days after. But Barry's was just getting it got to the point where I was dreading going because I just knew it was going to be so hard and I wasn't looking forward to it like I used to.
Yeah.
And I think it was just because I was overdoing it. So then I was looking for new ways to sweat or closer to me because
she knew I was about to jump in.
Like, go to solid core, closer to me.
It's not that far.
It's far enough for me to be like, no. But Chestnut Hill was just kind of a hike. Boston was just too much of a hike. So I found this new studio called Hometown Sweat in Natick, which is only about, 18 minutes from me in the morning. And I tried a Bikram class first. And this is no shade to Hometown Sweat or yogis in general. I signed up, cold turkey, 90 minutes. Not knowing, me walking in, thinking it's like a vinyasa flow. So
I hate Bikram. It's so different than any other yoga class. Yeah.
And vinyasa is very flowy and stretchy and nice. And I'm like, okay, heated vinyasa, relaxing, difficult.
Did it say that or did it say Bikram?
It said original hot yoga.
Okay, so yeah, Bikram.
So that's Bikram.
Yeah.
Not a clue what original hot yoga was. I don't know about
like
that.
This.
You start with it, your hands under your head, elbows up, back down, and you do it like 17 times. And you move through, I think, 26 or 27 movements.
Yeah. I went once and I thought I was going to pass out and throw up, and I laid down on the mat the whole time.
Like it. And it had nothing to do with the instructor. It's just not my favorite style of yoga. So then I was like, shit. I really was excited about this studio. And then I saw Hot Pilates and I go.
You're like, I'm terrified because...
I'm terrified, yeah. Because my
solid
core experience has been tragic in the sense I'm just so bad at it that... And if you know me at all, I'm not good at being bad at things. I don't think anyone's actually good at being bad at things. So
there are some. Some people will be like, eh.
No, but no one enjoys being bad at something.
No one but like I said with solid core, there's two types of people. People who take it and want to get good at it and keep going, and people who take it and are like, I'm not good at that. I don't want to do it.
So I'm sometimes in the middle. I enjoy a challenge, but I was so bad at solid core that I kind of talked myself out of it and was like, I weighed the options. I was like, is it worth it to put myself through this right now in the state of being that I am in? Before, I needed to get my core way stronger. So I've been going. I counted how many classes I've gone to already in the past I think it's been maybe a month. I've gone to 16 classes already. And I go about 4 times a week. And this is not to be like, I go 4 times a week because I feel like I need it. It's just, I enjoy it so much because it's hot. It's low impact. There's no jumping. There's usually no weights.
Is there burpees? I thought you said something about burpees the other day.
No, there's sprawls and they're like low impact sprawls.
Okay.
You can add the hop forward, but a lot of people take the step. Like I'll do the hop, but it's a very light hop. And in a 95-degree room, anything feels like high impact. So I am obsessed with it. And for the first time in my life, am seeing my body composition change based on the muscles I'm working. And it's because I'm actually being so much more intentional about my movement and taking my time through my movement. So yes, high impact stuff is amazing, but if you're a high impact
it's all
girly,
about balance.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still lifting weights and I'm still running loosely. I'll walk occasionally and then maybe pick up a jog. But I highly recommend trying something new if you haven't in a long time.
Switching it up.
Because you might actually find something you really like and some instructors that you really like and just a modality that you probably thought to yourself, like, I will be so honest. I always thought if if there aren't weights involved, it's too easy. Like not too easy, but like it's not going to challenge me enough. I'm not going to get any stronger. I'm not going to see results. And by results, I mean just getting stronger and feeling good. This shit is the hardest stuff aside from solid core. This is some of the hardest stuff I've ever done. It's so mentally challenging and physically challenging, and the heat is so hard. It's just crazy hard. So I've been dragging a few of my clients. I dragged Janine to a class yesterday. Loosely dragged. I signed her up.
Oh my God.
After our session together.
After?
Well, yeah. And our session was great. And I said, do you want to come to Hot Pilates with me? And I forgot it was a sculpt class, AKA there are weights in sculpt.
Oh my gosh.
So Janine, I set us up in the front. She's going to listen to this and be so mad at me. I set us up in the front. She looks at me. She's like, you had to set us up in the front row. She's
a trooper though.
She's the
best. If anyone will do it, it's Janine.
Yeah.
Shout out to Janine. We love you.
We love you. And so she's like, you had to pick the front row. I'm like, I like being in front of the mirror. So you like look at yourself and check on your form. Every time something really hard would come up, she's like, you expect me to do this after you made me do like 1,000 squats today? And I'm like, it's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. She did an amazing job. It was a really hard class though. I should probably text her today.
Yeah, check in. Pulse
see
check.
How she's doing. Because she walked out. She's like, so I can't wait to be in bed in about 1 hour. And it was like 1 p.m. She was like, I'll be asleep at 2.
I don't blame her, honestly.
No.
Yesterday, I actually also can relate to you with the body composition changing. I've noticed with intentional movement and intentional muscles being worked, my body has shifted a little.
Yeah, I think it has nothing to do with weight because I don't weigh myself.
Yeah, same.
It's more like the areas that I've been trying to gain strength in for so long are finally showing it in the sense of I can see the muscles again. And also these intentional small movements, I've been lifting weights, still 3 times a week. I've just been kind of taking a step back from only doing that. My weightlifting has never been better. My form has never looked better. My gosh. Stamina has never been better. I can lift so much heavier for longer and with better form.
That is what I've been telling everyone. Pilates and solid core are very, they're similar. It's a low impact, but intentional slow movements. Yeah. And
you don't want to move super fast because your form won't be good.
Exactly. So I feel like I have a whole new foundational strength as like a base layer that I've never had before in my life. Like I go and take a backyard class now and I'm literally like feeling so strong. I snatched 30 pounds the other day.
That's awesome.
I can't even tell you the last time I snatched 20 pounds. You know what I mean? And I went for the 30-pound weight and I was like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah,
I got
can
this.
Do it.
Yeah. So and same with riding. I went back to Bespoke and I took a ride class there and I felt so solid in my movements there. And I truly believe, I'm not out here preaching Pilates is the only thing you should ever do. I truly, I think that life is such a balance. Mix in once a week. It does create something
it's just
that you've never felt before.
So much different than what you typically might be doing in a personal training session, in a class setting, with weights, a HIIT, strength and conditioning. It's so different. And I think that everyone can benefit from just slowing down. If you don't like Pilates, if it's too different for you, try just doing more body weight modalities, adding those into your lifts and challenging yourself to hold isolation movements. It's that time under tension, right? And we've talked about
stage 2 muscle failure.
Yeah, time under tension is so important to build strength and build stability in your muscles and support. And also those teeny tiny muscles are the ones that you need to build that strength in order to build the larger ones with your heavy strength training. So work slider movements. If you don't like Pilates, try to work your slider plank. Try to do slider mountain climbers. Try to hold a glute bridge with a band and do those pulses for 4 minutes. Do up and down, hold it, do pulsing with no weight.
Yeah.
You will.
Even like holding a squat with a band a couple inches above your knees and pulsing your knees out or pulsing your ass up and down.
Yep.
Like things like that.
Like the monster walk, lateral monster walk, forward, like all
If you
of those.
even use like, this is what I have my class do. I've been working it into some of my backyard classes. I put a bench equal to the rower seat height and put a knee on each one and have them work their adductors and abductors by pulling their knees apart and slowly pulling back in. It's just slow and it's controlled. Same with standing, doing a slider lunge and slider.
Yeah.
So yeah, those things are going to really build that foundational strength. And we're not saying do it with weight. We're saying do it with body weight.
Oh my God, body weight's so freaking hard. It's I feel like we had such an appreciation. And this is so funny because I look back at when we were teaching BBB, like our strength and our body weight hit every day.
Yep.
And I
think about that often too.
I look at my body and how it's changed since we did that. And obviously the reason why it's changed is because my lifestyle has changed. We're not in a pandemic or lockdown anymore.
Yeah.
So I have not sold my soul to just fitness anymore. I have so many other things going on in my life, which
That's
is great.
all we did.
That's all we did. So
Every day.
I don't compare
7 a.m.
I don't compare my body to it, but I sometimes am like, I just had different muscles. My muscles just looked different. And what was I doing that was making me stronger? I was way stronger. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, we did so much body weight work.
So much.
My body weight, I built better strength focusing on body weight movements and then adding in strength.
Yeah.
And I think getting back to your foundations before you add that weight in is so much more important, which is a lot of what we do in personal training is starting really slow and low, building into it. But like we were doing curtsy lunge to squat today, just a curtsy lunge, squat, curtsy lunge, squat, 4 times, 30 seconds on each side. Could barely stand. I kept having to break. And yeah, it was so hard. I mean, obviously we're doing other things and like that was at the end of class. It wasn't like the first freaking thing.
Yeah.
Because in theory, that doesn't sound that bad, right? Nope, wrong. Horrible. So hard.
No, I'm sure it was so hard.
So just...
Yeah, sometimes you got to strip it back to the basics.
Yeah, back to the basics, back to that base layer and realize that, yeah, you might be able to squat 200 pounds, but can you hold a low squat hold plus adding back lunges for a full 4 times 30 seconds? You might actually not be able to, which is so crazy to think about, right?
Yeah.
Think about strength in different ways. Like you're strong at one thing, but something else like isolations and isometric holds, those might not be your jam. And that might be something that you want to start introducing because if you hate it, you should probably be doing it.
I mean, think about it. Yesterday was I hit class 44 in solid core.
Wow, that's insane.
And I am so sore today.
Yeah.
Still, it doesn't get easier.
It doesn't get easier. I literally walk out every time I take a Pilates class. I'm like, thought it was going to be easier. It was way harder.
But here's the thing.
You just get stronger.
You get stronger. And I like think about it. My springs are not the same anymore.
Nope.
I'm able to hold movements and do amplifications and do stuff like that. Whereas like my first class, I never lifted from my knees once.
So I'm on class number 2 at solid core. Can't wait to go back.
Come back. It's fine.
I'll go back. That's why I've been going to mat. It's all mat Pilates, by the way. Like I've been going to mat Pilates to be stronger so I can try solid core and be better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think just think about trying something new. Don't be afraid to try something new. If you want a buddy to try something new, I will come with you. If you want to come try hometown squat with me, come on over. I would love, love, love to try a class with you. Maybe we'll go to a vinyasa flow.
Oh.
I will not be going to another Bikram class, not because I didn't like the person teaching. They also do teach vinyasa. They were wonderful. I love her. I'm just not a Bikram girly.
You don't have to be.
Yeah, everyone have to love everything.
You don't love solid core, which is okay.
It's not that I don't love it. I just was so bad at it. And I am so transparent about it.
I really think you will be better if you go back now. Yeah. I really think your whole mindset will change now that you've been doing another form of mat Pilates.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'll wait like another month.
No, you will not. No, you won't.